Do it, fucker.
Mic check. Okay, that's a good mic check. Are we good? Is the stream going? I could do this every time because there's desktop audio and desktop audio 2, and neither one of them. Neither one of them wanted.
Oh man, I forgot to get my team.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Matt. Thank you. Welcome everybody. Maya has an intro for us.
Daddy, would you hit my fries? Daddy, would you hit my fries? Daddy, would you hit my fries? Oh, Daddy! Daddy, would you hit my fries? Daddy, would you hit my fries? Daddy, would you hit my fries? Daddy, oh.
Listen.
Oh yes, baby girl. Yes.
This is an intervention.
Daddy,
Yes, of course, baby.
This is an intervention, Maya.
Listen. Whatever you do, I urge you not to look at my internet history because all you'll find is girls with PS2s on their head. That's all you'll find if you look at my internet history.
Perfect.
Welcome to the Noiseroom podcast. We're officially better than any other podcast you've been watching this week. My name is Matt. I'm here with Maya.
Do you have any kitty cats?
Also Techno.
We have one in the room. Hi. We have
Spyra
one in the room
VA.
already, Maya. That's you.
Oh, okay. Hello.
We're also
Yes,
joined
hi, I am
by
Tech. We have Toxic Zangoose in the chat also, or in the
Toxic Zangoose.
voice chat. Hello.
And first in a long time, Beluga Whale, aka Halo Quail.
AKA always Meta Knight.
Yes, and I will never let you forget it.
And
Just Meta Knight.
but he's not joking.
Nothing
so
but
he
Meta
can't
Knight.
literally call
Just Meta Knight.
So he
Just
Meta
Meta Knight.
Knight.
But he never jokes.
Just
He never jokes about it, so we can't call him Meta Joker.
Kaboom.
I don't get it.
Just
I
Meta
don't
Knight,
think I
man.
get
For
it.
those who don't know, Meta Joker was supposed to be on Winter Cavalry and then made his own fucking band without telling us.
You don't just do that to a man.
But
And had no content for us, and he like we asked him, he
But-
accepted and then did nothing for us. But
Basically,
as
the
far
many
as-
people in
I
the
don't know.
project.
So as far as
Hello.
Noiseroom podcasts go,
hello, I'm glad to find. Hello, I'm glad to find. Hello, I'm glad to find.
Hello.
I'm glad
Is
to finally
this-
shake your
Live?
hand, Leopold Fitz.
wait, Tech, are you still doing the lines?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a reference. Matt
I
doesn't
was
know
just
what he needs
wondering
to
if you
watch
wanted
Shield.
to share the. I just wanted to share. Wondering if you wanted to share the progress report that we did
Yes,
for
progress report. The entirety of scene 1 for episode 2. I feel so happy saying the words episode and 2 in the same sentence. In the same,
Hey, remember
after
when it
the
was
other.
taking us years to? Remember when it was taking us years to get scene 2 done?
Yep.
But now episode 2.
Yay.
Restart playback when source becomes active. And what is the source? What does it look like? I can't. Okay. That is big. That is too big.
Kinky.
no.
What do you think it will fit?
I don't know why you're scared. That just seems like an
transform,
average day's work.
fit to
Yeah.
screen.
Come on.
That works. Okay. For all of you guys in the chat, this is Avastera, episode 2, scene 1. Completely finished.
Let's see if I can do this.
I
Let's
will
see if I
hard
can
mute.
sweep the Elite Four with just my.
I'll hard mute in the chat or in the voice chat, just so that we have silence. Power. There's something I have to tell you.
What's there to tell, Scythe? They're all dead, and you? You didn't even try. You didn't even try!
Power?
You didn't even try!
You didn't even try.
Just like before.
There it is, everybody.
Yippee.
Now, I don't know about you, but I think that is pretty cool. Do you want to talk about a little bit of Tech? Do you want to talk about a little bit of the development since we've reached a milestone in the process of episode 2?
About the development,
Yeah,
like how it's progressed.
how it's progressed, how it's progressing, any complications,
So,
any like what you've learned, kind of.
well, the biggest thing I've learned is that Cycle sucks.
Is that the day and night thing?
No. That's the day and night cycle is was a combination of a mod, I'm pretty sure, called Dynamic Sky, and an actual skybox that had transparent stars, transparent star texture.
Doesn't the Windows version also have that? Like the dynamic lighting?
The Windows version?
Yeah, the Microsoft released a version for Windows that has like realistic dynamic lighting.
For Blender?
No, for Windows, for Minecraft.
I'm talking about Blender.
Ah, okay.
All of the sky assets are either It's the dynamic sky thing, which you can see in rendered view. It looks like a bunch of white blotches right now, but it's going to load. Just a second. It's grabbing all the textures. Why is it just now grabbing all the textures? Anyway, that. As soon as all the stuff here wants to load in, the sky there is from a mod. I forget who it's from, called Dynamic Sky, or where it's from. Blender Dynamic Sky add-on. I'm pretty sure that is just from the author's site. Dragoneeks, DRAGONEEX.com. They're the developer. They developed the Dynamic Sky add-on. So I'm probably not using it to the fullest extent, but hey, it looks nice for what it is. And so when I was able to turn it into night, there you can see the star map, which is actually just a solid sphere. I know, spheres in a blocky Minecraft game, right? It's game changing, literally. It's an impossible object.
They should make a game called Spherecraft.
No, that's called Roly Poly
I
Oly.
can't believe you fucking laughed at that, because it's the lamest joke I could have made.
It is pretty lame, but you know what that's called?
Oly.
That's called Roly Poly Oly.
Boy.
I remember that show from when I was like a
Good
kid,
old
when I was
times.
like really young.
Right, fucking Playhouse Disney was the best, and they ripped it from our hands. Oh, I just realized there's just these three. There's just these 3 blocks from when I was making all the holographic houses and stuff. I'm gonna put those down there.
No, just leave them there and then just randomly just have them drop to the ground. And just have everyone else just act like nothing happened. Like that's just pretty normal.
It's all normal here. What you talking about, man?
Nothing unusual here.
Nothing unusual to report here, fam. So I'm gonna save that, and this is called Rush Talks to Scythe. So I'm gonna get rid of J for the moment. Get rid of not duplicate.
I'm guessing Rush talks.
His skeleton.
I'm guessing Rush talks with a robotic kind of like voice.
Yeah, Rush talks with he's if you've seen episode 1.
Yeah.
He talks
Yeah,
he talks with a half vocoder.
Oh, okay.
It would be funny to just have just Core is still leaning on one of these barrels. It's been a day. He's just been sitting there AFK.
Well, I've got more barrels to look at.
No, he's just lean on.
Just studying a barrel for no reason.
Barrel of monkeys. I'm going to put him off to the side here as well, just till I know exactly what I'm doing with them. Shift D.
Well,
No,
I
not
almost
Shift
did it,
D.
guys.
Fuck! I keep pressing Shift D. I just want to press G.
So I'm also going through while they're doing this, I'm going through the Elite Four, but I forgot to set up my team. So I'm going in it with my egg breeding Pokemon, and I was able to get to the final part of it with just my Centiskorch alone.
Nice.
I'm really happy with. I'm really happy with that. That's actually hilarious. Not that really did me any good or anything, because I didn't have my amulet key or my any of my other Pokemon with me, so I didn't get as much money as I could. But just the fact that I can do it with a Pokemon I'm not even taking that seriously is pretty good. And I've got a little extra money to sow for that, so I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, while Danny is setting up, does anyone have any funny stories that they want to share on the podcast?
Other than our time at Golfland.
I'm sorry, you didn't let me finish about
Oh,
Blender.
right, my bad.
So when I started animating Avastera, it was 2015. It was like maybe mid 2015, and I was using, at the time, I think it was 2.7. It was like mid 2.7s, 2.75, let's say. And check me on that if you guys care to, but it only had, you know, Blender's internal render and cycles. I cannot describe to you how painstakingly slow it was for me to render anything in cycles. 1 5-second area thing of footage took me maybe 13 hours per session. 2 of those hours were most likely used up actually animating. Now that I'm actually better at animating, it doesn't take as long. But why the fuck, Scythe? Why are you contorted like that? I don't like you. I mean, I like you, but not like that. Not. Keep this relationship.
I'm beautiful.
Keep this relationship professional, Scythe. Okay, thank you very much.
Come on.
Yamero!
What about the children?
Yamero!
Scythe, you have a boyfriend. His name is Deudros.
Once upon a time, there was a guy named Scythe. He met a guy named Deudros, and they fucked all night.
All right, boys.
I mean, that just checks out that he wants to have his giant
That
energy,
escalated
so.
quickly. But yeah, cycles took aggressively long. It was violent how long it took. And I often had to do overnight renders, and I woke up in the morning and it was only like halfway done with the render, and I was disappointed as hell.
I remember like rage and screaming because you were rendering shit and like it was only half done and then it decides to crap out.
Yeah, right.
As you were rendering.
And guess what? I wasn't being a smart. So all the renders that I did were not in PNG sequence format. They were in AVI RAW. AVI RAW doesn't like it when Blender crashes, and when Blender crashes, the RAWs get corrupted, the AVIs get corrupted. And so I had to do the render all over again. I forgot about that. Can you believe that? I completely forgot about the fact that I was using AVIs and then the fact that they fucking died.
So what's funny is that you might want to do this too, because I'm doing this for the Rented Coffin project. But essentially, what I'm doing is I'm keeping a log of just like as the days go by, I'm keeping a log of just
a log of logarithms,
updates to the project, like kind of like, so like it's like a project journal, if you will, where you kind of just you write in it whenever you finish like a day of work, and you talk about how the progress is going, how things are going. And I've been keeping that. I'm not updated to it currently, but I have been working on that. and occasionally I just like to look back and then read. It's like, oh yeah, I felt really good that day, or oh yeah, we got a lot done that day.
Mm-hmm.
Project journals are fun,
Yeah.
and I might publish it too once we finish.
Yee.
But yeah, it has been a long time.
But yeah, and okay, so scene one's first preview was aired in 2015, with the initial release date of episode 1 being 2016. Only
Spring of 2016.
Spring of 2016, and I made nowhere near that, obviously, but I was going to, I released after the crazy voice acting session on my 21st birthday. We released episode 1's first draft of the first scene, also mind you, in summer of 2016 or fall of 2016.
You guys released it like as 2016 was ending.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember I was on a cruise ship and I missed the release of scene 1.
Oh yeah. And then 2017 or 2018 that scene 2 got released? I think it was 2018.
2017.
2017. And by 2018, by the time I had learned that this new rendering engine was going to exist, I just decided to put full pause on Avastera progress until that was there, because why do work for something that I was going to basically end up have a much better time animating and rendering in 2019, and eventually that's what happened. That's what's happening right now. As I'm seeing everything pretty much as it will look, except for a couple simplifications which are turned on because of previews. Everything is pretty much in real time, give or take a few frames. Give or take a couple frame rate seconds. So now what I'm gonna do is mark this as 2321 is when scene 2 is officially beginning. 2321, frame 2321. Let me clarify that. And everything up to this point. Alright, we're good to go. Mark that. I'm wondering where I should have him. Like, he should probably be like leaning against the I'm wondering if Scythe should be leaning against the safe house garage, or if Rush should like find him outside his new house, the new tower house, or like sitting outside like.
I'm actually gonna look on the stream for that.
I'll do you one better. I'm gonna share my screen in the chat.
Yeah, it might work.
So he'd be like where that cursor is, somewhere around there.
I wouldn't have him leaning per se. That shows more like a relaxed look.
Not leaning, just like sitting.
That works.
So I'll have him here. We'll do a... So he'll open his door and find Scythe sitting here. Okay, I know how I want to map this out. The cameras I want to use in the process. Speaking of which... since these are all essentially going to be not used, I'm going to delete all of them except for this one.
Are we catching up on the chat? Has anything happened?
Ocean View has said some things. The short clip is great, but it's gonna suck knowing it's gonna take months finishing this one. I know why TFS stopped doing DBZ abridged episodes.
Well, yeah, it's just part of the process, you know. These take long, and that's kind of just a given with what we're working with. Animation is especially hard. A bridge series is really hard, but animating something from scratch, is
It takes a
especially
lot
hard.
of effort.
It's difficult.
But
if you want to alleviate that, the best. We're always here. We're gonna always be showing our progress, and that's just gonna go up as we keep going. We're gonna get more and more, more done.
The more we the better we get at this, the quicker we're gonna go.
Man, I've learned a lot already.
Same here, and I am already like, I've got all the confidence. Also, this arrow should be wiped clean from history, at least for this scene, just because we're not using it anymore. Too much fire. Agreed. It's just too much fire. Too much fire.
Not enough fire.
Also, just a general note, I've had Bones keep on his arrows. He doesn't really need them as a... Well, he's a field he is a skeleton mob, but he's also a former field medic and but very skilled with weapons too, apparently. That's his sort of new love, according to... Because he just infused a giant bone bazooka. And yes, that's its official name.
Alright.
It's like a gigantic chain gun, but also a bazooka. Let's save that.
Bone rail cannon. He calls it the boner.
I will obliterate you from existence.
I deserve it.
I like it.
Don't say that's your fetish, because I will obliterate you part 2.
If I say it's my fetish, then you have to stop. By law.
Bailar. That means to dance in Spanish.
Anyway, if you're done sharing, I'd like to get
unless I'm sorely mistaken in my my 2 years of learning said language have officially destroyed my brain, or have not been retained.
I mean, it happens. Legit, I probably couldn't tell you anything I learned from high school.
There we go.
But if we're ready to get into stories,
We are ready to get into stories. Who's up first?
Ira, you had something about Golfland?
You could go first, Ruin.
Actually, I want you to tell the Golfland story.
I'm not good with this kind of stuff, but anyway, just Quail, Matt, and I were just like, fuck,
We walked into a golf.
it wasn't a golf course. More like it, yeah. You're better at telling the story. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, best for you to tell. I'm not.
So we were supposed to go to the arcade, but due to COVID, all arcades are closed. I received word that round 1 was open, but get word last minute that they're closed. So we're walking around the city. We're like, okay, what can we do? And I noticed that there's a Golfland right next to us. So I take Quail and Spyra to the golf course right next to the arcade. and we play a few rounds, or we play a round, and everything is fine until we get to hole 10.
Oh
Now,
yes. Quail and
hole
I
10.
we were
managed to
both
get- They managed to get the ball in the hole very easily, but for some reason,
for Matt himself. He decided that, I mean, he just couldn't get it through. We made it a rule to not
we made
not
it a
eat.
rule to respect the integrity of golf.
The
Yeah,
gentleman's
and
sport.
just yes. We were trying
So they were watching me from like 2 holes ahead,
Yes.
looking back to see if I was cheating.
Made it through.
It was
Yeah.
cheating. Really?
No,
Yes.
specifically trying to catch me cheating.
Tr-
I keep looking, and then
Not
one of
just
them was
cheating.
like over my shoulder, and I just had to keep sliding the ball in. It took a total of like 10 minutes consecutively, just me batting this tiny ball around this small hole to get it in, and then I could pick up, and I followed them, and I made it past the next hole, and I'm just like, "Hi guys," and they're like, "Oh shit,
What's
he's
up?"
catching up, he's catching up."
It's like, hi, motherfucker.
So-
Hey, motherfucker.
What's up? Oh, you caught up. Finally.
You caught up. Finally. Well, you found
And
me.
there were
Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart.
is my heart.
Have you guys? Do you guys remember the device has been modified by victims of science?
By the way, Ocean View, yes, we do have a Patreon.
Patreon.com/Noiseroom.
You were saying that?
Do you guys remember back before back before Portal 2, there was a guy, or it was either one guy or a couple or more than one guy, victims of science, and the song was The Device Has Been Modified, and it was basically a remix of some of GLaDOS's lines throughout Portal 1, and I remember it being it in my mind, it kind of it was kind of like it almost set the tone for Portal 2's music.
Really?
Like the kind of and the well yeah, because it became less atmospheric and more up forward, less
I got you.
less random, kind of Half-Life-ish almost, like Kevin Kiner's kind of style, and more boom doo 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 anthemic. And The Device Has Been Modified was very much like this, where it was it had the same kind of instrumentation, electronic instrumentation, and the interlude was that "Well, you found me" line. I'll link it to you guys. I won't play it because of copyright reasons. Victims
Obviously.
of science. The device has been modified. Hello and welcome to the Enrichment Center. Hello and welcome to the Enrichment Center.
That's the thing
Put it
is
in media.
a lot of GLaDOS's lines, specifically.
Oh no, it's not. Victim of Science was not the artist. It was the artist. That was the album name. The artist is
Okay.
GXP.
Okay.
Who's GXP? I'm looking into this. Was that their only song? If so, I feel really bad because they deserve more. They deserve to have more, to do more stuff. With their lives and their musical career and such. Anyway, Ocean says, hello all. Not Ocean View, just Ocean. Ocean the
We've got
the
little
fucking
oceans in the
dragon.
chat, and I have to punch them both. As is established, I do every Noise Room podcast.
You have to fight, you have to fight the ocean.
Yes.
I mean, Poseidon is open, so...
Poseidon will die.
By the way, this year's TennoCon, which is the Warframe convention, which was held online for obvious reasons.
Really? I thought it was for normal reasons.
The pre-Prime Warframe that they gave away this year was Hydroid Prime, which as you'll appreciate this, the water warframe, the squid and water warframe.
What, where, what, Nanny, what, when, where, what?
The Water Squad?
Hydroid Prime was the giveaway warframe for this year's TennoCon.
Why did nobody tell me that?
He just did.
Okay, so the day that it happened, I was actually surprised that surprised by it, and so I didn't have any time to tell anybody.
Well, you still could have.
I'm sorry.
No, I didn't get a wood.
But here's
I'm
the
just gonna
thing.
go into my water
Here's
hole
the
and
thing.
cry.
Here's the thing. I don't know if I can actually do this or trade this in any way. But I have it. For some reason, the system got fucked, and I got a second one. And I don't know if I can actually give it to anybody, and that's such a curse because I want to give it to freaking...
You need to have like a trade Pokemon trade Warframe function in the game.
There is a trade function. Unfortunately, the trade function that was there originally was or the trade function that is there now, it only accepts the blueprints, not the built things themselves.
That's dumb.
It is pretty dumb, but I guess to some degree it makes sense. I just don't know what degree that is.
I feel like you criticize it. I feel like we could criticize it for what it's not getting us, rather than how much sense it makes.
Mm-hmm. And for... I think I have the first two camera angles panned out. I just need to put Scythe in there. What I do first is get all of the character positions set up before I do any of their animations. Camera angles, character positions, then animations. Does that look... the camera could be just...
So,
I hear,
anyone else?
I hear game noises in the background.
Oh
Very
yeah,
faint
I'm
game noises.
playing Pokemon. So, anyone
Yeah,
else
I'm
got
also
any funny
playing.
stories?
Oh yeah. You see, I taught Quail and Matt what the house special really means.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
no.
happened.
Oh no.
Basically, like usually when they have like house special or like chef's choice,
Mm-hmm.
It sounds it's like something new or like unique to the chef.
Yeah.
At least that's how it's like supposed to be.
Uh-oh.
In reality, it actually means the food that they're serving in the chef special is about to expire.
Oh boy.
I've fallen for it many times.
Yes.
No joke. I have fallen for this. And then he turned me on to the actual trick.
Yeah.
Not turned you on, tipped you off.
Tip you off. Just
like,
No, he did not arouse you to the actual trick.
so
Gross.
tell me more about those economic perceptions.
Spyro. That's just a given, but
Mm.
Oh baby, oh baby.
Oh yes, talk dirty about those economic struggles.
So today I
Moving on.
Today I learned that Ira doesn't mean anger; it means full-grown and watchful as a name.
Yes, it is also anger, watchful. What else? Wild ass.
Wild ass.
I wish I was joking.
Like the kind of animal wild ass.
I don't know, but I think it was Hebrew for that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I told my dad, and it was like, he was very surprised at the, and not in a bad way, but like,
Weird way.
no, not weird at all. Just like surprised, like, wow, that's cool, at how diverse your name and your heritage is.
hey,
It's
so
like-
Conman will be dropping by.
Hebrew name, Latin last name, and Asian heritage.
Hey, so
Filipino,
it turns
yeah.
out Conman will be dropping
Filipino.
by. I just have to move him into the.
Apologies.
I mean, technically Spanish. Since it's alright. It's alright.
I apologize.
Hey,
It's
Conman,
confusing.
how's it going?
Sup, con man?
Conman is quiet. This is
He's
Yes.
quite the gentleman.
this is new.
The Conman LeForchan.
LaForshan.
LeForchan.
Watchful, mighty men. What else? The Earth. If my name was freaking female. I mean, if I was a female, and also named after the Indian goddess of wisdom.
Wunderbar. Ocean View says Wild Ass is my ex-girlfriend's favorite nickname.
Ocean View, you naughty.
Nice,
naughty boy.
Ocean.
Nani the fuck?
Oh, Ocean. I have several questions.
Matt punches Ocean, and he only feels faint ripples of water. Your power level's not strong enough. I'm sorry, Matt.
I'm
Draw
gonna come
your
back again the
last
next
card,
day.
Yugi.
You need to train like you need to have a full training montage, not half-ass it like last time. We need to have a full freaking Sylvester Stallone
Like, go
trailer-
Rocky over it.
Training montage.
Last time, I felt good. I felt strong. I felt buff. I felt unique. I felt I could take him on.
Matt,
But I was wrong.
here's the problem, Matt. You didn't play the music. You need to fucking play the music.
I keep forgetting to play the music. Every time I'm there, I don't. More specifically, I have to play More specifically, I have to play Peck and Ira's rendition of the music. Oh, so funny.
I wasn't good.
Okay,
Go
so
that
funny
far,
story.
but okay.
So funny story.
Yes.
Tech.
Yes.
Tech. So I was rewatching old podcast clips from back in like 2018 of us doing the or whatever the original idea for the Noiseroom podcast was.
Yeah.
And I got to like the first one we did with Musical. And I got to the part where it was just like he was singing his rendition of Endless Possibilities from Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah.
And it was what you just did reminded me of the part where he went, I see it, and just as loud as he can. Into
Oh
the
yeah,
mic.
that's right. I see it. I see. That I remember him. I remember telling him that reminded me of the hunter monster from Monstrum.
The hunter monster.
Yeah.
From Monstrum.
There
Explain
in
yourself.
Monstrum, the Monstrum is it's like one of those it's half kind of random generated indie horror game where it's not random generated but like the monster that you get each time you respawn is random.
Is that one that you played with me
Yeah.
where it was like one of three monsters
Yes.
and like
It was either the brute, the hunter, or the fiend. The fiend is the fucking telepath. He's the fucking like demogorgon / telepathic mind flayer boy.
I remember that just specifically because that was the night I had to yell at my ex-girlfriend for
that's
doing something
right.
really stupid.
That's right. Oh fuck! I faintly remember that.
Oh boy.
I vaguely remember that. Like, oh my god.
I was
Is
just
this the L?
yes.
Okay.
The only one you were there for is the L.
You have to take the L.
Here to take the L.
I think that's 2 good camera angles. I just need to now shorten that.
All right. 26 of those. 11 of those.
The next
All
camera
right.
angle is going to be him. Oh god dang it! I keep accidentally duplicating the rigs. I want that.
So I want to open up the floor to our new guest, Zangus.
Hello.
Do you have any stories you'd like to tell on the podcast?
I've been thinking the past 3 hours. Okay, so here's a story. So when I was about 13, I was in Boy Scouts, right? And
Right.
we would go camping. And so one day we were camping. I can't remember exactly where. It was some kind of like mountain wood region. You park your trucks and you get out with your 30 pounds of stuff on your back, and you hike into the darkness of the woods for like 5-6 miles, and then you pitch a tent and you camp, right? So in that area there was a little stream, like a pond, river area that we would swim in. So one day we were all swimming and it was freezing cold. So buddy of mine, I think his name was Dustin or Devin or something like that.
I can't remember the last time it was freezing cold.
Oh yeah, no, you and me both.
Oh,
He gets out of the creek and he goes to the tent and he turns to me and he goes, "Yo, go over by that tree stump. Hand me my green towel. I'm freezing. I need to dry off." I was like, "Yeah, sure. I got you. So I go over to the tree stump and I look. There's no green towel. not on it, not next to it, not off it, no green towel. So I go back to him and I was like, yo, there's no green towel there. He goes, dude, don't do this. I just set it down. I'm freezing. Please just go get it. Come on, dude. So I'm like, all right. So I go back and I look a second time. It's not there. So I go back and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Like it's not there. So he's pissed. And he marches over to the tree stump and he picks up a red towel and he puts it up to my face and he goes, what color is this towel? And I went, what? And I went, that's red. he grabs me by the collar and he goes, oh, you asshole, do you even know what you're doing? I'm freezing. And I was like, no, dude, that's the color red. What are you doing? So I call one of our friends over and I was like, hey, come here. One by one. I called like 4 of them over and I was like, hey, what color is that towel? One by one. They go, it's red. Right? This kid starts breaking down and freaking out, right? Starts like clawing at his face and rolling on the ground. Come to find out, this kid was red-green colorblind his whole life, and he didn't know about it. Didn't know. This kid was, I was 13, he was like maybe 14, 15. This kid just realized he was red-green colorblind in that moment.
What a revelation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's life-changing shit.
Yeah. So I'll never forget that at the time and got into an argument with the kid because he didn't know he was colorblind. It was a surreal moment.
You want to know what else is a surreal moment?
Wait. I'm sorry. If you can't, wait a second.
Then how did he gone through life without knowing?
How did he get through life?
I don't know.
Without calling red green and green red.
To this day, I think of that story and I ask myself that, and I don't know.
You know what? I thought of a much different end to that story.
Does it involve lasers?
Please.
Yeah.
It should.
So like the robots come in and like,
Grandma, look.
Grandma, look what I could do.
Grandma, look. I know you're dying, but I need to show you this cool action figure.
And the robots come in.
Okay, so that actually, my end of the story was like, so my end of
Then
the
they
story would
burn
have been,
Matt alive.
Maya.
Rule number 1.
So my end of the story would have been, instead of, but where the end I thought you were going to say is that it was a green towel. It's just someone died. Their blood was spilled on it. And
Oh,
it
no.
turned red.
Matt.
Okay. That's a bit graphic.
Hardly of laughter and I would have taken.
Part of me can't think camping without thinking bears.
Yeah, I don't think really where there were. I think the worst animal would have been like maybe mountain lions, maybe like foxes, raccoons.
I mean, there was a time when I was in scouts, like there was this summer camp that we had to, that was kind of mandatory for like merit badges and such. One of our tents was built over a red fire ants hill.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have a fucking story about ants.
Okay.
If you guys are done.
Spyro, finish, please.
Yeah. Luckily, I was one of the one of the many scouts that didn't take the tent, but it was pretty known fact within our troop because there's this camp called Camp Wente. We were like in front of the
Like the winery?
Yeah. Somewhat, but it was more it was like I said, camp. There wasn't any wines or alcohol, obviously.
Was it like in Livermore?
It was like somewhere up north. Yeah. But yeah, like many people, like many times, so our own campers had to move into other people's tents because the red fire ants got into their stuff.
I imagine that it's not just exclusive to the campers of the summer camp program, but you just went into people's tents, just uninvited. Like, yeah, I hate to crash your party, but I'm sleeping here now.
Obviously we have to ask.
That's not obvious. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, there was also a time where we nearly went to war with another troop. I don't remember
Please
the
tell me it
exact.
was Game of Thrones level of graphic.
I said nearly went to war. Like we literally went up the hill to the campsite where our rival troop was, and we even brought not like we had like knives
Switchblades?
used for switchblades used for like carving and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Someone even tried to attack like a tent
Fuck.
because some sort of
Oh,
dispute.
Man, I didn't think
Yeah.
I didn't think people would actually start attacking.
Yeah, me neither. But it nearly escalated to
People are
like an actual.
bullshit.
So, I just wanted to tell a story about. It's a real quick one, but Brian talked about like surreal realizations about yourself, and I just wanted to come tell you guys about one that I came to very, very recently, and it still kind of shocked me to my core a little bit.
Mhm.
So my entire life, I thought that I was blonde, and
But you're not.
I started out blonde. I was blonde when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
but everyone I ask, they're like, "No, Matt, your hair is brown," and I go, "No, I'm blonde. I'm blonde." It says blonde on my driver's license. And then everyone I ask, and I even ask my parents, and they're like, "Yeah, your hair just turned brown somewhere down the line." So now I guess I have brown hair or dirty blonde or whatever they call it, and I've been just telling people that I'm
Fucking
blonde.
dirty blonde.
No, don't worry.
Is that
I
your
mean,
stand?
That's same here. Like I'm hell. It's basically just a deeper shade of blonde.
I mean, essentially that's what mine is, but mine became so deep that it straight up most people just think it's brown.
Don't worry. When I was young, I basically convinced myself that I thought I was adopted.
I'm adopted.
That's strange.
I don't know. I don't remember the exact details, but I even asked my sisters, just my parents that, like, Mom, Dad, am I adopted? Stuff like that.
I feel like every kid is allowed to at least
Trust
want
me,
that.
I don't like this either.
Oh boy.
Ooh, I need to tamp down that background noise that I'm hearing.
What background
I might need to
noise?
step
The
back.
reverberation in Rush's voice lines.
You
I might
okay
need to
over
step
here?
back because I'm kind of
You-
grinding out for a team in Pokemon that I wanted to finish.
And believe me, I will. But we've got to keep going, no matter what.
I just spent like a bunch of money on.
We've got to keep
freaking
going.
Special attack vitamins without realizing that I had already boosted up my guy to the highest special attack it could go.
Oof. Well, it's good to have extra.
Yeah, it is, but I had to sell them to finish getting the
No
speed
matter what.
vitamins.
No matter what.
I'm raising up a Volcarona.
No matter what.
Not that. No matter what, it's gotta go.
Got to keep going.
So, Conman, do you have any interesting stories to share?
He's been muted this and well, he's not been
I
muted,
do,
but
I
his
do,
mic's
I
not
do.
working.
All right.
Sure.
Conman doesn't have anything to share, then I think Aquadon can go.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I
I'll
had
be
to
on
think
the-
about ants.
Oh, right.
Oh.
You got to think about it.
So yeah,
Sorry.
but
Sorry, I just very quickly. So for my birthday this year, I was going to have my mom was gonna make a homemade cake and everything. And we had initially had ants in the house. We still have them. They've been in my room the last couple of nights, on my bed and such, and it's awful. But I find out on my birthday that they had gotten to this cake that has just been sitting out all night, and so we had to order one from Cheesecake Factory.
Okay. I'm like, did we eat that one?
Nope. We ate the manufactured cake from Cheesecake Factory. I'm going to get another one that is homemade when Mom comes back from wherever she is right now. I can't remember. It's either Mount Shasta or San Diego. But here's the thing. That was hella disappointing for me. And like after,
it could have been worse.
After we had thought we had eradicated the ants from that entire area. So that was pretty bullshit. Anyway,
that's some flawed ant mechanic.
And they're coming into the house because of the heat. I know that, and they're looking for food and water, but they have to understand what they will never understand is that this is our fucking territory.
Have you tried talking to them one-on-one? Every single ant.
It's like, yes.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. It's like, haha, yes, and it fucking doesn't work. Remember the wasp debacle of '95? No, I'm just kidding.
The wasp.
The wasp debacle of 16.
Wasp debacle.
Wasp debacle.
Actually, before Maya goes, I too have a funny story about ants.
Ooh.
All right, so this is all the way back in 2014. It was around Christmas time, and I was.
Did you summon an ant demon?
Well,
Matt again with the fucking Necronomicon.
Really?
The holiday Ant-Ronomicon, yes. Okay, so what had happened is I went to check my. Okay, so I was playing Pokemon. And I was watching the Game Grumps playthrough of Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric, because that game came out and they were doing a playthrough as like right when that game dropped, and I was just really curious about that game, and I was like, I want some fucking food. So I go into my food, I go into my fridge.
Yo, can people hear me now?
Yeah. We can
Yes.
Hear you. Oh, nice. I didn't even realize people couldn't hear me before.
No, you were just kind of muted.
I was not muted.
Maybe audio.
I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I guess people can hear me now.
I can hear you.
I've been trying to tell a
I want just
story
as
for
badly
like
to crush
5
the
minutes
life
now.
out of the lucky skeleton.
All right, so after me, you can go, and then Maya will go, just because you technically had first priority.
But we've got to keep going. You okay over here?
So I open my fridge and I check the food, and I notice these like little black dots in my fridge, and I'm like, that's weird. And I like pick it up. It's like a dead frozen ant. I'm like, oh, that's weird.
How?
They got into the fridge.
You okay over
I
here?
look down,
Okay over
and
here?
there is a clump of dead frozen ants in the
Dinner.
midst of my door,
Oh.
keeping my fridge from closing.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
There were
And
such
believe
a
me,
large
well.
mass of ants. They were so big that they were actually keeping the door from closing with their bodies.
What the
Oh
fuck?
no.
And believe me, I will.
Just dead frozen ants that we had to throw out like all of the food.
Oh no.
And I think that was we were preparing for a celebration as well,
And
so we had like a
believe me,
lot
I
of stuff,
will.
just like
And believe me, I
like
will.
Can we-
like event
Can we let
food.
Maya go first, then Conman?
Yeah.
Conman, you
Sure.
cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
And believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Maya.
Did this to us, and did this to us, and
Maya.
Maya.
did this to us, and
Ma.
She's hard
did
muted.
this to us, and
She's
Mara.
hard muted. She can't hear
Oh no, she has her earpods in. She can't hear us.
you.
no.
This I have a quote for the. I have a quote. Quick quote on the stream. It's from Scythe, or from Ice. I mean, not Scythe.
Wait, on the stream?
She's hard muted. She can't hear you. Oh, she's here now.
Oh, I
Tell
love
your
that
story.
quote.
I heard that you're... No, that's not my story.
I was about
Okay.
to say.
For copyright.
did
That's
this
a dope
to us,
story.
and
I think I've heard it before.
did this to us.
I'm just a kid who's
Did
for
this to us,
each
and
day.
believe me, I will.
Very.
We've got to, but we've got to.
So,
Now, before she starts her
Well,
story,
but
I
we've
have a
got to keep
story. But
going.
I'm kidding.
so this is a
Well,
story.
but we've got to. Well, but we've got to keep
about
going.
being told off
Well, but we've got.
Nice.
for interrupting and then being screwed over by.
Mad again.
Speaking of, I got another story to tell before Maya tells hers. I'm just gonna interject here.
Me again.
Wait.
Okay.
We lost her.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Nice.
Did you? Did you?
Yes.
You
okay over
here? Actually, that would make a really cool song. I realized that improvisation leads to some amazing thing. But that thing,
Yeah.
I hit a high.
Technically, the Declaration of Independence was improvised.
All right.
You know, after they sat and thought about it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Trust.
It was all improvised at one point. They all just sit in a room and think about what they
I mean, that's why frickin' what's his name? John Handick just like made like a big signature or whatever.
John Handick.
So,
Wait, yeah, that's his name, right? John Handick?
Yeah.
The inventor
Yeah.
of masturbating. All right, Maya, tell your story. I don't want to keep interrupting you.
it's all cause of math.
Because of you, I never stray too far from the sidewalk.
From the sun.
It's so true. Anyway.
Become the
So,
Sand Guardian, Guardian of the Sand.
Okay, for realsies though, what's the story? What's the scoop? What's the tea?
Poseidon.
If you play another note, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
It's very, very hard for her not to now. You do realize what you've done.
no,
Oh,
I
no.
was taking a pause before I speak without anyone interrupting. And
Okay, so now to my story.
All right. Maya, for real, tell your story.
Okay, Ryuji.
that all the pain I feel.
Tell your story.
Oh, no.
Guys, I think we broke her.
Yay, what's the record now?
Just sing the intro
648.
to Caillou, and that'll be your childhood story.
The 648 is the
So-
record.
Thursday. Okay. One of the orchestras. I am a percussionist. Now, mind you, I'm not a percussionist, and this is a pretty well put together. It's a symphonic orchestra with strings and all of those goodies, brass, woodwinds. But I'm playing percussion because there's no vacancies in flutes, and I'm not quite good enough to be on violin. So, the last few rehearsals were like quite smaller groups of people, and no conductor until last week. The week before that, there wasn't too many people, but there was enough. And I got asked to conduct.
Liddy.
Now, I've never conducted before. I may have pretended to many years ago. Obviously, I learned how to do it semi-properly in the past, but having, dyslexia and stuff and not doing it for a while and being put on the spot, not knowing the music, only having like percussion part. Not knowing anything.
Sight reading?
Yes, except I was standing. I had to find the confidence in
You're just flailing your arms around anyways, right?
professionals. By that, at the end, I found out there was a lot of professional conductors and teachers, music conductors in the orchestra. Thank God I didn't know that beforehand, because I had to find the confidence to stand in front of them. And even though they understood I don't know what I'm doing, I still had to emanate some kind of direction. And
You know how to do.
as well as the good thing is apparently I was a really lovely conductor. They said I was really nice, and I
Hey.
made them
You drove the train really well. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Julio.
Wait, do you know how to like?
I learned a lot, and I might get to do it more, at least with the wind orchestra. So hopefully,
That
I'm
is
very
dope, actually.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm very excited.
That's pretty dope.
Are you thinking about auditioning to be a conductor?
There are a lot of trains that you can conduct.
I mean, my brother is an actual. I mean, my brother is a conductor, so. Or like he is part of like a band stuff. Not exactly conductor, but yeah.
I once played
Maya
the trombone.
Maya
What is
specializes.
what is he a
in
conductor
training.
of? Electricity?
It's quite a shocking job, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shockingly amazing.
If there is a hair left on your head after I'm done with you, I will have it.
Okay.
What?
You must be pretty bald if you want my hair.
Get over it.
Get over hair. Get over
What is
hair.
going on? Wait.
Pun jail.
Ladies.
Tech, you
Please
can't send us
calm
to
your
pun
kitties
jail. I have
already.
recorded evidence of you being the best at puns.
Hey.
What?
That's why I'm sending you to pun jail, because they're so bad.
Tech can't send me to
There
pun
need
jail.
a
but
penalty.
there may be a bit of
You
blast.
need a punishment.
That's a horrible punchline.
True, but which is why I'm going over to this line.
All right, Conman, I believe you had a story to tell.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So, so one time when I was in like 4th grade or whatever, right?
Oh,
So
were you not done, Maya?
Wait, Maya, were you not done?
Wait.
What?
Wait, Maya, were you not done?
But no, it's fine. It's fine.
No, come back.
I can pause the 4th grade.
Oh no, the cute is turned on.
Please
come back. I did not know you were not finished. I'm so sorry.
We didn't know.
4th grade, you get paused.
Started talking about electricity and conducting of trains and oh my lord.
Something about electricity,
I'm
yeah.
gonna continue telling my story in this voice. So, I want you to know that to respect your conductors. Be it the train conductor, I guess that works, but especially a music conductor because you do.
Trust me.
Be very, very specific.
Try.
And not just skill; it's multiple skills. You need to be able to know the score, look at the score, which has many, many pages for a composer. And if you imagine all all of the different instruments. Now in the symphonic orchestra, you have strings, you have woodwinds, you have percussion. He's looking at all those lines at the same time, while also having to hear every individual section and possibly even players. And then he has to
Not only that,
he needs to keep in rhythm with his conducting, and he has to keep an internal beat, even if the orchestra is slowing down or some of them are speeding up. He needs to maintain that beat within himself or herself and keep going, keep going, and not be pulled by the orchestra and pull the orchestra with him.
yes.
Yes. So it's I really appreciate it a lot more. I mean, I've always appreciated it, but now even more so. And I definitely would encourage anyone who loves music or is a musician to give it a go, even if it's a small group, because it is so interesting. At least to
Base-
try one.
For a conductor, try holding your arms
and
out.
It's amazing because you get to share the energy with the orchestra and you receive the feedback of the energy from the orchestra and music. And you get to guide them in this beautiful
Oh,
harmony.
so it's a music orgy. That's dope.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we're all in
As
harmony in that.
What's wrong with that?
Yes. And the
A
conductor
harmonic orgy.
master. Conductor's the daddy. Or the mommy. You know. You don't
I
want to
will shoot the music of
We don't wanna get
up that tuba right now.
I actually slid my hand into a tuba like 1, 2, 3
How?
days ago.
No. I'm talking about.
And I recorded it. I
I'm
have a
talking
video.
about sticking the bone of the trombone. I don't even know if that's what it's called. It's been forever. But like inside
I
the
stuck
tuba.
my hand. Yeah, I stuck my hand inside a trombone as well, and a camera.
Oh no! I've
Wow.
stuck my hand up there as well inside a trombone.
You
I
okay
used to have
over
a
here?
trombone.
You know, like there's a lot of holes, but those kind of holes.
You ever feel like a pole?
You guys are brass. Meanwhile, I'm a woodwind. Okay.
No, I'm a woodwind.
No, fuck woodwind. Brass all the way.
And I also play
Clarinet.
Unless
Bruh,
it's a saxophone, because then I can
Bruh.
call it a saxophone, and that's fun.
Then again, I
Well,
haven't played the
sing
clarinet since
sometimes.
middle school.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Boy, oh boy, I sure do love practicing the clarinet.
We should.
What? Honestly, they're actually pretty
yeah,
fun.
yeah. So, about that fourth grade thingamajig, right?
We should.
I forgot where I was even going with the story.
Should not.
So like something about fourth grade, right?
No.
I honestly forgot the story, so I'll just
No.
improvise something.
We shouldn't have gone through that.
Same.
So I was in fourth grade,
Shouldn't
right?
have.
When do the
We were
robots
going
come
on a
in?
field trip.
No.
I think that's where I left off.
We shouldn't have gone.
But
through
I
that
forgot what the field trip was. So we just went to like the space museum,
No.
right? So
Mhm.
we saw like this like model shuttle or something like that. I don't know, like NASA shit. And we decided the teacher was just like, "Hey, get the fuck in there,"
No.
and we just fucking drove the fuck off, right? So I guess we just got to this planet called like a Schlorp or something like that,
No.
right?
No.
And
We shouldn't have gone through
I mean
that
the
portal.
Schlorpians were kind of dope. They were like, they just had asses for mouths, but like they didn't really talk dirty or whatever.
No.
But it was fine.
No. We
I
shouldn't
don't
have
know.
gone. No. No.
They weren't really
Have for
assholes.
We shouldn't have gone through
They're-
that portal.
Considering they talk out of their asses, they're fine. They're fine, okay? Just no questions, okay? They're fine.
They're
I-
fucking
I
fine.
I promise none of them deep throated me, okay? It's fine.
No. We shouldn't have
Okay?
gone through that portal.
So, yeah.
No.
What else?
We shouldn't have gone through that
Oh,
portal.
there's a time where no, this is a true story, by the way. There's a time where
What do you mean the last one wasn't?
no, yeah, no, I was just improvising the fucking first
What do you
one.
mean? You're lying.
No, but
I guess
I guess I kind of ran the fuck out of
Guess
school
you're
one
right.
time in first grade.
Thanks
That's a
much.
thing. like nothing good happened in my fourth grade year. It was like all boring shit. Fucking early elementary school. That was when all the lit shit happened. That's when I got into real fucking trouble. But yeah, that's where all the good stories happen, and you know all the dumb shit I did in elementary school. If
I'm
you're
sorry.
looking at,
I'm sorry. No. While you were doing that, I was rendering some stuff for the voice lines for this next scene, and one of those things was just me going no.
Yeah.
And
No.
Ocean View just said no, Danny ASMR.
Oh boy.
I guess you're right.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. No.
Thanks,
Rush.
Oh boy.
There was season 1.
Thanks, Rush.
I'm trying to remember.
I guess you're right.
I don't know.
I guess you're right.
Happened in elementary school. You probably
Thanks,
should
Rush.
explore, but what the fuck else happened? Dumb shit in school. Yeah. You know.
Wonderful. Ooh,
Be a chill person. Don't be me.
I just heard a bunch of like
Freddy. Wherever the
I just
fuck
heard a bunch
Freddy
of
is. I
like
don't even know
booms
who
in the
Freddy is.
background of act like actual booms. I don't know if that was fireworks or what.
Oh, trust me,
It
I
was
don't know
probably
what those
me-
are either.
Probably me stepping on something. Not gonna lie.
No, it was in my neighborhood, or near my
Alright.
neighborhood.
Trust me, I also hear this.
No, I just stepped on a
Um,
fucking nuke or
Are you
something.
guys
You know?
familiar with the
that
place
thing.
called
I'm serious.
MacArthur Park?
Oh. I mean,
Hello?
I hear fucking fireworks all the time.
Maya?
Yeah, you have to go?
MacArthur Park?
You okay over here?
You have to go?
What'd you say, Maya?
Are you guys familiar with a piece called MacArthur Park?
No.
I am not.
Over here?
No,
MacArthur
no,
Park.
we shouldn't have gone through that portal.
Check it out. You've probably heard it before. If nothing
We
else in
shouldn't
a
have gone
film.
through that portal.
It's a song?
One of our
We shouldn't have gone through that portal.
one of our players who's an orchestrator
Portal.
and a composer, he arranged it during COVID, and we're
portal.
playing it. It's a very long arrangement of it, and I
We
have to
shouldn't
play
have gone through that
vibraphone,
portal.
which we're still trying to figure out how we're gonna get. But I need to go practice it on Glockenspiel because in the intermediates I only have 4 bars of rest, and it's basically I'm leading the entire piece with the melody along with the piano.
Oh, Good,
And
good
I am
luck.
paranoid because we have a rehearsal tomorrow, and I only got the score yesterday, and I haven't got to practice it yet.
Good luck.
Wish me luck. I love you guys. Have a good
You got me.
night.
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for
We're
you.
all rooting for you.
Also, another really
You
quick
okay?
story in regards to the ukulele or ukulele. I just got it today,
over
so
here.
I apologize.
No.
I mean,
We shouldn't have gone through
excited to
that
just-
portal.
it's a ukulele, by the way. For those of you who don't know and want to learn something really quickly, there is 4 different types of ukuleles. There's a soprano, and then there's others which are one of them is like
Alto.
is a concert one. Then you have one other one, and I think baritone ukulele. But there's 4 sizes of them.
And then there's guitar.
Yes, obviously. But I mean, ukulele is an instrument for itself, though. It's the string setup, the tuning. It's its own entity. Anyway, hope you learned something new.
Yeah. Good luck.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Con.
I'm pulling a Spyro
Con.
right now.
Not Con Man. Con. There is a difference, and you guys will understand.
Con, Toxic. I got Con Man, and Toxic. I got raids going. I need to train a team for.
Rage Shadow
I'm in-
Legends.
I'm in the middle of I'm in the middle of a mystery dungeon, so hold on.
I'm actually not. I'm not playing right now.
I got
I
you.
want to though. I'll probably do it more this weekend. So
I'm just training for a tournament tomorrow. By the way, they invited us back to King Kong.
Oh, nice.
Yay!
Pokemon. So if anyone wants to join me tomorrow, just let me know. Feel free.
Well, tomorrow I have school, so I can't make it.
That
If it was
is.
a weekend, I would totally.
Well, they do them on Sundays too, so.
Sunday, I'm in. Just let me know when, and I'll be there.
For sure.
I'll see whether I'm available.
You better,
just
Will.
let me know.
You better.
People got school and work and, actual life responsibility.
Yeah, that's what we're going.
Yeah.
We got tonight, though. So if anybody wants to
Ooh.
join me in raids, I have to train this team.
Yeah.
That would
Just
look
tell
really
the
cool.
story of tonight.
That would look really cool if it weren't for the fact that that it wasn't so contorted. Look in the stream.
This is still recording. Wow.
Still can't. I can't do that. It's like a juxtaposition of like the closed portal. That's like fucking like that. But I can't show that the coordinates are on. And it doesn't work. I need just something that it's just where, having this sort of heart to heart about, trust me, I don't like this either. I want just as badly to squish the life of whoever did this to us.
That one.
Crush the life out of whoever did this to us, and believe me, I will. But we have to keep going. And he's like, "You're right. I guess you're right. Thanks, Rush." That one. That's the thing that I'm doing right now. At least just mapping out the camera angles for it.
That's dope.
That's cool. I can't lie.
It's a good scene.
Yeah.
I
Can't wait to watch it.
I think I could just do like a front.
Hey Con,
facing
have you
of
seen?
him.
Did you see the scene one of episode 2 that we did at the beginning of?
I don't think so. Not yet.
I'll have to show it to you when I get the chance.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's gonna be like that.
What are we aiming to finish today, Tag?
Just the camera angles at least for this next scene. Trust me, I don't like this either. I'll put that there, maybe, and then.
I want just as badly to get rid of the life force of everyone. I'm messing it up. I want just as badly to crush the life force of whoever did this. And believe me,
I kind of want to do I kind of want to do a Gollum Smeagol cut when he says, "And believe me, I will."
And believe me, I will.
I'll help you too.
Smeagol will, please. No, you can't. You have to suck the life out of all of them. Yes.
Is that Spyra?
Yes.
It's kind of like a freaking those evil guys in Minecraft.
What the fuck?
Yes,
The
I kind of know how
zombies?
to do a small Smeagol Golem
The
voice.
zombies or the Enderman?
The doodly doodly doos.
The
Doodly
Enderman.
doodly
So the
doos.
Enderman then. The doodly 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 doodly. Oh, you know what I thought of is that could be like, just like someone like Pow Pow could there'd be like a bomb and there would be like or like some kind of grenade and there would be like instead of like a it's like a bomb, but instead of like an alarm clock, there's just a recording of Pow Pow. Like it's like there's no like ring. There's no buzzer or ringing thing, or there's no buzzer or bell on this thing. So doodly 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 doodly.
I imagine like we'd Pow Pow. what I need you to do is I need you to watch this bomb. Okay. I need you to watch this bomb because it's a very silent bomb. No one will know when it trips up unless you're watching it. So you need to watch when it flashes and make an extremely loud and, ear-catching noise to alert us. And she's just like, guys! And they're just like talking in the background, and she's just like, guys! And then she just yells,
Ah, that's the signal!
that's the one!
Perfect! Yes, keep that one.
And don't say that until you already know whether it's gonna blow up or not.
Guys!
Morty, I need you to hold this bomb.
And then it's like, so basically what we need to do is, guys! We need to find a way to get the bomb. It's like, we need to find a way to get out of here before that bomb. Guys!
Oh, no.
So I'm gonna do just head movements, just because I need to map that out for.
You okay? Okay over here?
And then. Remember when his original line was what we took away from it?
Oh yeah,
I don't know if I'm capable of moving on.
Yeah,
that's
it's really long.
It's a reference to a song that hasn't been released yet. Fuck.
So it's like JoJo. Where half the things in the storyline are references to music.
You okay?
Exactly. So it's just gonna be like.
You okay over here?
No, I'm not okay. I triggered the whole goddamn pulley system when I opened the door. I lit my head on fire, got slammed in my beat up by a swinging paint can, and did a goddamn gainer on a bunch of marbles. I was like, okay, I'm calling an ambulance. Look, tell him to hurry. That egg timer goes off, I'm done for. What happens when the egg timer goes off? The bees.
Didn't expect the ear rape.
You okay over here?
No. The ear rape?
Once you finish this one,
No. We shouldn't have gone.
How far we got on this scene.
Over here?
No.
All the lights that are wasted and gone.
Just
through the fire and the flames we carry on.
And then rush. So what I need to remember is that even though he exhibits human-like movements and emotions, he's also just a robot. Not just a robot, but he is a robot also. So I need to sometimes make his movements less human than they are, but at the same time his canonically his body is sophisticated enough that it can bend and move on its own without it's like a synthetic metal skin.
Remember that part when Rush was jumping into the minecart and you animated that and it was just like this weird squash and stretch thing?
What's going on here?
Tech?
Oh, that's
from episode 1.
This is all the animations from episode 1.
Oh gosh.
Okay, say
Look
say
at
it
he's
again.
dancing.
Can you animate Rush dances?
We shouldn't have gone through that portal.
Yes, please.
We shouldn't have gone through this conversation. Say, are you okay over here? Should be a ringtone. Ocean View says. But so what now? Who was saying?
I was saying, remember that part from like episode 1 where Rush was jumping into like the minecart when they had to
Yeah.
escape Calorie?
The squash and stretch.
And yeah, the squash and stretch style animation where he jumped and then he like he did like a flip and then he extended out into the minecart.
Yeah.
That was still awesome.
Mm-hmm. Portal.
Do something like that here.
Like his head is like clicking into like back to first gear. And then that is where the next line will start. And the next line, the audio for that will be here.
And the next
pose
one.
move.
And the next.
And the next
next
day.
one.
And the next day. And the next day.
And your next line.
All the way to
Your
infinity.
next
I
line.
don't like this either.
So it's like
It's a continuous loop
Trust me,
all
I don't
over
like this
again.
either. I want just as badly to crush the life out of the lucky scoundrel who did this to
Please tell me that's actually how he's going to say it.
I don't like this either. I want just as badly to crush the life out of the lucky scoundrel who did this to
He
us.
is now, I'm guessing.
To us. As badly to trust me. I don't like this either. I want just
that one.
What do you want, Rush?
I want just as badly to crush the life out of the lucky
When the
scoundrel who did this
lights
to us.
are wasted and gone.
And believe me, I will. But
That sounds like the way that Corey would say it.
Do
Corey,
the Korean impression. Do the Korean
And
And
impression.
believe
got to
me,
keep going.
I will.
Ah! Listen, guys.
but we've got to keep going.
Quite likely, our realm is made up.
Speaking of Corey, there's some speakers I forgot to remove.
Four-star Blissey, anyone want in?
Huh?
Four-star Blissey, anyone want in who's playing Pokemon?
I mean,
We're gonna do a
I'm
smash.
Mr. Dungeon.
We're gonna do Smash now.
I'm in the other room, damn it. I have to move my laptop and fucking.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
I was saying we gotta do a Smash night again sometime.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
yeah,
fun
that'd be
the other
dope.
times. Yeah,
I might be
good.
free after the podcast if we want to go online.
Sure.
Right now?
It is 11:47, and I might have to end the stream soon anyway. So.
You might as well.
All right.
I'll open up a room for everyone.
Yeah, I won't be finishing the camera angles today, so I think I should call it here.
Oh, a night on that.
Well, guys, it was nice
It's
streaming for
been
you.
1 hour and 38 minutes since you looked at me.
What was the highest? What was the longest podcast? What was the longest podcast? You did?
3 hours, I believe.
The one,
was.
though, the one that Tech failed to record.
Oh my god!
I
Whether he failed is the
still
longest.
I still hate
AKA
myself
the
for
funniest.
that.
AKA the funniest one.
That was the funniest one. Also the one where Pow Pow's voice actor was here.
That was a pretty good one too. We just kept that one going.
I take it back. The honor's
I'll really
not
watch
there,
it.
Tech. You made me look unprofessional, Tech. What did you do?
You sound
Can you
like
have Maya scream that line?
No, you need to have her do it in like the creepy REM voice. Like
What did you do?
Super, darling. That voice.
Master.
You made me look unprofessional, Tech. What did you do?
What did you do?
What did
Like do it like she's angry, but she's keeping like a creepy happy tone.
you made me look like I was naked in front of the Sonic 2020 guy?
What am I listening?
Everything.
All right. So thank you everybody for tuning in. On that note, we have to cut the stream, for our own sanity's sake. So we will be on next week for more of Scene 2 and more crazy stories from our crazy people and crazy guests here on the podcast. So if you want to see more, you know where to click. We also have a Patreon, as mentioned in the middle of the podcast. If you want to check that out too, it is in the link in the description, as well as
throw money at us.
Yes,
as well
definitely
as
subscribe,
our YouTube
people.
channels. So thank you everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Yes,
Also,
cheers,
if you're
everyone.
interested, check out the Ruins channel.
And
I
check
talk
out
about
Spyro
video
VA
games.
channel.
Yep.
I talk about video games. I talk about anime sometimes. I haven't started talking about anime yet, but I'm going to. Scripting some videos about some like good animes I watch. Like
That's awesome.
I'm doing one
Animes
about
and
Outbreak
games
Company.
and lots of good reviews. Let's check that out.
Epic.
Check out the
Doing one
Spyro.
about Outbreak Company. I'm trying to get one together about JoJo Part
Cut
5.
off. Okay.
And at the mention of that anime, I'm gonna shut the stream off.